Hi, I'm Renette. I want to talk about our water today. Do you ever think of where your water comes from? You know, it comes out of the faucet, but where does it come from before that? And maybe you've seen the water towers and you know somehow it gets between the water towers and your house, but what's the source of that water? In a lot of places, they get their water from lakes and rivers, but around here in North Idaho and eastern Washington, almost every one of us gets our water from underground. Now, when people say, here, underground water, they think, oh, it's running through a cave underground. And there are some places that's what happens, but around here, thank goodness, it doesn't come from a cave because caves can collapse and cause sinkholes, which makes for a lot of problems. So, fortunately for us, our groundwater comes from a place underground we call an aquifer that has a whole bunch of rocks with water running between the rocks. And this is a map of where our aquifer is, the Spokane Valley Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer. So over here is Lake Pend Oreille, and the water flows from Coeur d'Alene through to Spokane, and then up to 9 Mile in the Little Spokane River. That's our aquifer. Now, it's really hard to see underground. In fact, we can't. We don't have X-ray vision. So I have brought a model showing kind of a cross-section or a slice through the ground of what an aquifer looks like. In this aquifer model, we have the sand that represents the big rocks that are underground. Some of them are as big as school buses. This is the area here. The way the water gets into our aquifer is through precipitation that goes into lakes or on the surface or rivers, and then it sinks into the ground. These are like wells in the ground, all of these that we pump to get water. And this is like the Spokane River or the Little Spokane River on this end. I'm going to start recharging this aquifer. And when I recharge, 3 things happen. First of all, the water level in the aquifer goes up. Secondly, the water in the river goes up. And the third thing is the water in the aquifer starts flowing this direction. Can you see it flowing at all? Oh, it's moving a little bit, but it's not moving very fast. So we're going to do something to make it flow faster. I'm going to pump some water out of this well so you can see the water flowing faster. Oops, minor detail. Now watch, is the water flowing faster? Can you see?
Yes.
So this is like when the water companies pump water out of the aquifer from a well, and then they pump it up into the water tower, and then from the water tower there are pipes underground that carry the water by gravity to your houses, your schools, and all those businesses. So this is really important to us. Get some water pumping. Is it moving any faster yet?
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the things that happens when we start pumping is it can actually take water out of the river. Now, why does that happen? Well, right now, I'm pumping this aquifer without recharging it, which is kind of like what happens in the summertime. And if we don't recharge and we pump a whole lot like we do for watering our lawns and gardens, we actually take water or makes the river lose water. So I'm going to start recharging again, see if we can get our river back a little bit. How's that water doing? Is it food coloring doing? Is it flowing pretty fast? It's moving pretty fast now. So, in conclusion, We all need to be careful about how much water we use in the summer so that we still have water in our river. And I'm going to ask all of you to help Aqueduct protect our aquifer. Thank you very much.